Hello and welcome to the DocSync 365 demo. DocSync 365 is the modern way to create, distribute, and keep up to date the important information your company has siloed in Excel files. In this introductory video, we will show you how the DocSync 365 Office add-in for Word and Excel will increase accuracy and traceability in the creation of reporting documents, reduce the effort needed to create those documents, and allow you to clone sets of documents quarter over quarter. This demo will explain how DocSync 365 can take information from the Excel file quarterly revenue, place it in the Word document quarterly press release, and then keep that data in sync. Once you have loaded the application, you will need to log in using your Office 365 account in order to start creating source points. Source points can either be a name-value pair from two cells in the sheet, or they can be graphs or a formatted range. We'll start by creating a single source point. Click the plus button in the upper left-hand corner of the add-in. In order to add a source point value, we'll now highlight cell A8, GAAP USD revenue, and then click the table icon inside the source point name input box. Now we'll place the cursor in B8 and click the table icon inside the input box that says select range. Once both input boxes have values, click the Save button to publish the value to the Azure catalog. Once the publish is completed, we are returned to the Manage Source Point screen, and we can now see that a new source point called GAAP USD revenue is listed, and that it has a document value of $1 million, and a green check mark that shows that the document value is the same as the published value. If an adjustment needed to be made, we can simply update the value of B8 to $1.3 million and refresh the web app. We now see that the published value and the document value are now different as shown by the red icon. The published value is the value that will be seen in any document that is using this source point, as we will see later in the demo. When a user is ready to share the updated number, they will highlight the point and click on the Publish button in the header. Now the published value and the document value are once again the same, and all the documents that use that source point will automatically be updated. Clicking on the History button, we can see an auditable list of when the value changed, who changed it, and what the value was each time the point was published. That is how one adds a single source point at a time. But what if you want to have tens or hundreds of points that you need to distribute? This is where the concept of bulk adding of source points comes in. Click the Bulk Add button at the top of the app, highlight two columns in the sheet to select your range, click Save, and in a matter of seconds, you will have created multiple source points. Once you've created your source points, we'll want to return to the SharePoint site and open up our Word document, Quarterly Press Release. Just like the Excel file, once you have the Word document open and the add-in loaded, you'll have to log in with your Office 365 account. The add-in will open up to the Manage Destination Points screen. Destination points are areas of the Word document that you have placed source point values in, as you will see in a moment. To start the process of using the source points that we just created, we'll click the plus button in the header of the add-in screen, and you will browse for the file that contains the source points that you just created. Once you have selected the file, you'll see a list of source points that are associated with that file. In this case, we'll see all of the source points we just created, along with a graph point and a table point. Once we have our listing of source points and their values, we can select the source point that we want. For example, in this document, we want to fill in the percentage change values in the operating income column. To easily find these points, we can type in percentage in order to filter out our result set. Once we find percentage change year-over-year gap, we place the cursor in the Word document where we'd like to place the value. Then we click the row in the add-in and then click Add. You'll notice that before we add this value, we have the option to format the value. Now we'll place the other two source points in the document to complete our table. Before we return to the Excel document to update the values we just entered, we'll add a graph and a formatted table to this document. Now that we have added our destination points, we will return to the Excel document and update our original values in that file, and see those changes flow through into the Word document. Open the Excel document, update the 3% change values, and refresh the add-in. You can now see that the document value and the published values are out of sync. Click the Publish All button to resync these points to the catalog. Now that the document value and the published value are in sync, we can return to the Word document and see when we refresh the add-in that our destination points will update to the newest value. To learn more, please search for DocSync on appsource.com or visit us at DocSync365.com.